What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy RogueWraith coming at you with another Apex Legends video. In this one, we are looking at the hacker man of Apex Legends, Crypto himself. He's one of the toughest legends in all of Apex Legends in order to master, so we want to put together a full in-depth guide. Down in the description below is everything with the timestamps that we're going to be going over them. We're looking at passive, we're looking at the tactical, the ultimate, playstyle tips and tricks, whether you're playing him passively or aggressively, we have all of them. And then we're going to be comparing a legend like Bloodhound versus Crypto, right? What are the pros and cons of each? If you find any of this content useful, please consider liking the video as it does help us out a ton and I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so you never miss another upload from your boy. Now, let's get into the content. All right, first things first, we want to talk about Crypto's tactical ability, his drone, okay? This surveillance drone is great for many things. It leads into all his abilities. It is the sole part of his kit that you cannot lose because without his drone, you are useless. You have no passive, you have no ultimate, and, well, you have no tactical, okay? This is what makes Crypto so hard to play because you have to spend a good amount of time being smart with his drone, but you can't spend a lot of time in his drone. That is the one thing that many people hate about Cryptos, is a lot of times they spend too much time playing Drone Simulator, they get way behind the fight. If you did not already know this, whenever you're in their Crypto drone, you can obviously be looking all around, but one thing, if you hit the jump button, okay, you will go higher in the sky. If you go to crouch, you will go lower. This is how you can ascend and descend a lot more effectively if you are a newer player. Again, most expert players know this. A lot of experienced players who've played Crypto before have found this out, but this is just some information that I wanted to share. Like I said, you don't want to spend a whole lot of time in his surveillance drone, but when you are in his drone, you can look at banners around the map. The banners that are hanging around the map that usually say Apex Legends and have different champions or kill leaders on them will tell you how many squads are in the area. It's anywhere between 1 and 3 squads, and then it will say many squads in the area. Have you ever been in Fragment, Hot Drop, in pubs, on World's Edge? Many squads in the area? Yeah, there's probably like 10 of them. It's not fun. But what it's going to do is it's going to display a number on the obituaries count up top over here. And not only that, it's also going to bring out an audible call for your teammates. That is a nice thing with his drone. Now, I did say that you want to spend as little time in it as possible. One thing that you're able to do with his tactical drone, right, is put it around the map. Leave it in certain areas that are going to overview top of buildings, that give you overview inside of fights. If you're able to get in and out of his drone quick, leave it somewhere. This is great because it's going to allow you to quickly jump right back into it to see if a third party's coming. You're going to be able to reposition it around. You're not going to have that animation time where he throws it out, brings out his little cube, his little Rubik's Cube thing, and then looks in it, right? By having that out during a fight, if somebody shoots it down, it is what it is. You're going to get it back in about 25 seconds. But what you're also able to do is have it ready to go if you need to bring out his EMP. Moving into his ultimate ability, that EMP is going to do 50 damage to your enemy shields. It's going to stun them. But in the meantime, it's also going to stun yourself, your teammates, and it's going to do 50 damage to your shields as well. So just be aware of that. You can activate that EMP in his drone or outside of his drone. There's 2 different commands to it, so make sure you hit the right one and you don't accidentally go back into the drone at the wrong time. Inside of his drone as well, you have his passive ability. He is part of the recon class, which means he can scan survey beacons. Survey beacons will reveal the minimap to you in the next ring and where it's going to pull to. This is especially useful for inside of ranked. Not only that, his passive ability allows you to pick up teammate banners and respawn them at beacons. Now, his drone has a range of about 200 meters. It's fantastic. I can go spawn my teammates 200 meters away. Please do not do that, okay? Your teammates are going to come from that respawn. They're going to drop down, and there's going to be a team playing Hungry Hippos just waiting to kill them when they land. Do not do that, okay? The best practice for a Crypto revive and a respawn, right, is find a spot that is safe. Look at the banners that are around. Okay, nobody is near me. Cool. Throw out your drone. It's already out, right? Then spawn it. But with you there, you're able to defend your teammates. Maybe you have an ultimate ready to go. So if somebody pushes down, you preemptively EMP them and make them heal back up. Those are the best practices with the abilities. There used to be some nifty tricks to where you could throw out a hollow spray, okay? And if you're coming to this video later, past when it was patched, right? You could throw out a hollow spray and then skip the animation of the drone coming out. That is no longer able to be done. It was a little glitch in the game, and that has since been patched. So Those are like a quick overview of his abilities. Diving into playstyles, right? The typical playstyle, and this is where we can compare Bloodhound and Crypto. Bloodhound is always on the move. You always have scans readily available, and you're always moving, ready to go. Crypto, you got to jump into that drone, fly it around, figure out where people are at, and it's a lot more complicated, right? Typical Crypto playstyle is getting into the middle of a ring, scanning a respawn beacon, figuring out where teams are at, and then holding still. And the only time you would take a fight is when you have that EMP blast ready to go. Bloodhounds typically roam around a little bit more. You got to scan every 25 seconds. It scans very far out, but you don't have a damaging ultimate. So Bloodhound's a little bit more mobile, can kind of play the edge of the ring where Cryptos want to always be in the center. Pros and cons to Crypto, right? You do have that EMP blast. You can run around with it. You can be really aggressive because it's a lot easier to 1v3 a team when they don't have full purple shields, and you do. If you can catch them early with an EMP, it's fantastic. Cons to it, right? You have to get that EMP off. The one thing that I always say kind of holds Crypto back is that drone is destroyed, you are in trouble. He's not bringing anything else to the squad at that point. The other thing, right? Crypto is typically a team-based character. It's harder to play him solo, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but for the most part, a Crypto, you have to coordinate his EMP with your teammates. If you go to EMP and your teammates aren't ready to push and they don't push, now you're still just 1v3ing. Rather than at 200 full health apiece, you're 1v3ing somebody at 150 health apiece. It's still not good odds for you. Bloodhound, it's kind of a passive teamwork. You can just kind of run around. They can just scan all over the place, and it doesn't really matter because they are always around and able to play for themselves. Those are some pros and cons. Crypto, I did say, can play more aggressively, and we're showing that in the gameplay down below. If you can always have at least an ultimate accelerant ready, you can jump that EMP and always be ready to go in and out as best you can. Don't play drone simulator. The last thing you want to be doing is sitting there in the open playing on your drone. You come out of it and you have 3 people sitting in front of you teabagging you, and then they blast you in the face with 3 mastiffs. Not fun. Nobody likes that. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person, okay? Don't do it, please. Now, what are some things that you can do and some nifty things? If you're going down a hill, one thing that you should know is if you throw out that drone and you slide down a hill or even slide out in the open, your character does keep moving with that momentum until he stops. So be very careful when you throw that drone out that you aren't running and sliding past a wall, because the last thing you want to do is end out in the open. Those are the tips that I have with Crypto. I hope everybody finds something useful out of here. If you want to catch the live streams, I do live stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/RogueWraith_. Link is in the description down below with my Twitter, my Instagram, my community Discord, as well as my daily TikTok videos. Everything's down below. Make sure to drop a follow over there. Hope everybody appreciated the content. Again, if you appreciated the content, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and I hope to see you in another video. It's been a fantastic one. We're going to be creating more of these coming up in the near future. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay healthy. Most importantly, peace and bless everybody. Have a great rest of your day. It's been your boy Rogue, and I'm out. Yes, he's talking about Velk? Okay. So there's a couple of possibilities that I saw. One of those possibilities is obviously the passive is going to be a hovering effect, right? The tactical is supposedly her missiles, right? It's gonna be a cluster missile. And her ultimate is supposed to be a redeploy for her and her nearby teammates, where she's gonna shoot up into the sky. That's cute.
Incoming, get the cover.
Where did my teammate go? The teammate actually dropped. Oh, I knocked too.
I'm down for the
I gotcha.
We're dead right here. Not dead. They're dead.
끝장냈다. Give me a second. Fixing up. I'm recalling my drone. Getting shot at.
Confirmed hit on target.
Recharging my shield.
You know what's funny? They think they're safe. And they're gonna be really mad when I hit this one out.
Extra pair of eyes.
Round 4. Ring countdown starts now.
I see an enemy over there.
It's go time.
Activating hardware reboot. I'm back. Logged off my drone.
Reloading.
Dang.
Downed one.
Red push.
Got one right here.
Nice red push.
Give my shield a recharge.
We cracked crypto, baby.
That is just going to make you crazy.
Or at least having the option to. So this feels like normal pubs to me. The only difference with this is that ultra zones are what hot drops should be. GG's. GG's. I mean, Wraith actually has the largest hitbox right now. Fun fact.